Hey guys, it's your boy V back with more Malvijwet content, and today in this video we are gonna be taking a look at the new dispatch missions and a few tips and tricks to how to clear it, of course, for the rewards as well, how to make the most out of your roster that you have, because the more roster you have, the more chance you can have for these dispatch missions and get those juicy rewards. And the juicy rewards, I'm not saying just because of the CTPs and the cards involved in that level up chest. You can see I'm just right now at level 18, so I have not really pushed this dispatch missions that much, but I am definitely thinking to do that because the rewards are really nice, and at least the chance up to get the rewards are really good. Anyways, so we basically know what dispatch missions are, and we all know we have all started playing these missions from the sector 1 till sector 10, and of course, the difficulty goes drastically on some of these sectors, and it can become really crazy for you to clear. And then it is of course gonna be depending on the depth of your roster, how many missions you can complete, how many rewards you can get, and how many character you can use to complete some of those missions to get extra rewards. And basically the extra reward is actually the extra dispatch time. Now, you will see some of these. You can see I have got the acquire buttons on some of these later phases or the later sectors, but I do not have them on these lower stages, lower sectors. And the main reason is actually when I tap on the sector number 5, I got all of the missions completed. You can see those blue dots. Those blue dots are actually filled. So all of those blue dots, there are total 15 blue dots in every single sector. Those are actually missions, or I would say those are actually little of these missions. You can see the items here. So the more you complete, one more blue boxes gets filled, or blue circle, or blue, what is this, hexagon? Sorry about that. I'm anyways, so one of those gets filled. Once that gets filled and it does not give you, people might think, okay, are we gonna get extra rewards for this one every single time? Not really. It is actually the longer dispatch time. So if I compare that to a sector like a sector 7, which I have 14 slots on, and then I compare to a sector which is sector 5, which has 15 slots on, you can see the dispatch time, the supply drop time. I can have a 12 hours of dispatch time on the sector 5 and a 8 hours of dispatch time of sector 14. So it depends. You can see if I can get the 15, supply drop time will actually change to 12 hours. Now, does the longer dispatch time give you extra rewards? A bit, yes, it does. But does it give you drastically better rewards? No. Then what exactly is that supply drop time useful for? Well, basically, if I go to sleep at night and then I've just played, I've done just the twist streams and stuff like that, I've just gone to bed, and I can just acquire these rewards and just leave this thing for 12 hours. I don't have to collect this for 12 hours. On the other hand, if I look at some of these missions like this, I only have 3 completed, and it can only has a supply drop time of 3 hours. I will have to get this things acquired every 3 hours, because if I don't do that, it is not gonna give me any extra rewards. It will get stuck there, and I will lose all those extra rewards in those extra hours that I could have collected. And for some of these, because the supply drop time is too high, even if I don't collect these rewards for a long period of time, I'm still not missing anything. So basically, you can acquire rewards, and you are not really missing out any rewards for the more supply drop time. Yes, you can still manage the lower drop time if you just collect them from here and there. But if you have a busy schedule, or if you're not able to play the game at all and you are doing something else, of course, there is real life involved as well for us. So you don't really lose anything, right? And you actually lose when you don't collect that. So it gets harder to get those rewards, but it's all about not missing anything and make the most out of your roster. So try to complete those missions. Now, Should you be just looking to complete those missions, or should you be completing up to sector 10 as well? Because it starts from this beautiful sector 1, and it goes through really different difficulties and certain matchups. It gets really laggy as well of the some other teams, which I will talk about the teams as well to make it easy for you guys to clear stages. So basically, up until sector 7, I was able to get to Sector 7, completing all of those missions, and maybe Sector 8 as well. I don't exactly remember how many missions I completed. Then, after the Sector 7, it gets a bit tougher, right? The ignore dodge goes up, the defense goes up, the HP I think starts going up in millions, slowly. It goes on, and it actually it improves drastically. It gets tough drastically. So. For those sectors, those are really difficult. Okay, I would say complete those missions. You can see each mission is gonna be having having this like this. So the requirements, I will say, for each stage that you will have to complete, and as long as you can complete all of those three, try to complete all of those three at the same time so you don't have to run it again later on. Now, a few more things. One more thing that I would like to say, that there is an app, and there is a link to that application. And I'm gonna be well, not application. I would say a website where you can actually select the dispatch characters or everything in the game, but it does not really make sense to use that app. It's a really useful app. Definitely kudos to whoever made that app. I'm not sure who that was. Definitely shout out to that guy. I'm gonna try to leave a link in the description of this video so you can use that as well to filter your characters. But there is not really a need for that because there are not really a lot of crazy required character. But some of the required characters can actually get crazy, like energy projectile ability, which is nice. But the mutants, so some filters like creatures or others, they can be hard, really hard to find, but not really hard to find if you know where to look for it. And for the this one, I cannot really complete that because only character in the game having the time freezing immunity is actually Adam Warlock, and I don't have Adam Warlock, and he's hella expensive, so I'm not gonna get it. Anyways, so try to complete the normal missions, the all of your missions up until as much as you can, basically, right? So if I have enough to complete 7-5 without using any twice, without running twice or without doing any OP team, I can do that. After the sector 7 or sector 8 or whatever your max is for the rewards and for some of your characters, and then you start finding it very hard to clear even on manual sometimes, because you will have to play manual on some of those missions unless you have like crazy cards, right? And crazy character build up. So, say if my best was 7-5, and then now I have to use characters, or I would say now I have to use the best team ups to try to complete those missions, because hey, if I try to complete those requirements, I'm gonna lose damage because I still cannot do this stage with the 3 speed type characters. Well, I have not tried that. Maybe I should try that. Anyways, what you should do is actually switch to your best team possible on your account. Now, what exactly is this best team possible? Basically, the best team possible for you to clear dispatch mission any stage, that will be the best team or the best character in your account to clear that stage. And of course, up until you don't wanna make changes to those teams, I will showcase my teams that I use and then what I'm using right now. So, basically, I started running from 8s. Somebody told me that Deadpool actually is really good in here and he can actually apply all defense down. So, it actually makes things a lot more easier for you. So, what I did was, because the all defense down was, because the ignore dodge was also going up, what I did was, Cable is a really good character, and Cable on my account has a CDP of energy, but Exosword's uniform has really good AoV. So I started going off with this like this. So I started going off with the Cable lead and Deadpool, and I think it was Null that I was using at that time. for the time being, because of course my null has reach, my cable has energy, and my Deadpool also has energy. Deadpool applies that 100% all defense down as well. It helps with the clear. Yes, it does. Of course, the 100% all defense down and all those effects do apply to the mobs as well as the boss, so it does help, and it does help me a lot. I think I was able to use this team up. uh, I think I was able to use this team up until 10th 2. I got to here where I failed. Okay, I cleared the 10-1 with this team up. Then I failed. And then I was thinking, okay, which character can I use? Because it was really hard for me. I'm using the ignore dodge lead. I'm using the 100% ignore dodge striker as basically doing some damage as well with the Deadpool. Then what exactly am I missing? And I found, and somebody also suggested in the chat that I should be trying some other team ups. And the team ups that we come up with and how it would work, the all defense, the ignore dodge lead is awesome. One more thing, I was so stupid. Yes, it did carry my account up to 10-2, but I was so damn stupid. And I was so damn stupid because there is no point in running a CTP of energy cable in dispatch missions. Even if you have the Exo Swords uniform. Mainly, he can basically proc on the first skill and then you are done. You cannot get the proc on any other skills, and so he's basically useless on those higher stages. So do not use cable unless you only have cable. So unless your best team up possible on your account, best characters is gonna be your best team, but it's not gonna be best team overall. Now, so what is actually exactly gonna be the best team? So the best character I think made for dispatch missions. The best character made for dispatch mission is freaking Loki. Hands down, absolute this man was made for dispatch missions. Man, his fifth skill can just take out the mobs really easily. Tier 3 skill applies all defense down 70%. We got 40% on the fifth skill. That's crazy damage. Clears mobs so easily. The tier 3 cancel 5 combo when he does that, even on auto, can just demolish all the bosses even on the last stage of that sector, which is the sector 10-5, which I showed the run in the last video, if you guys remember, for the 10-5 clear. And the characters to use with those characters are could be, and the one that I am using right now and full auto actually is this one. I have been using this team up. I tried that last night of stream. I think my friend, I think it was Luna, HI4 brother. If you could check out the in-game name, he suggested me that this team up could actually work awesome. White Fox lead, Valkyrie, and then Loki. He was using this team up, and he said because of course after you have completed all those missions, you also are looking forward to grinding that XP for that level up, so you can get extra reward, because 10%, 20%, it's actually a reward percentage that you will actually get. And I'm not really sure if that only applies to gold. I think it also applies to other materials as well, so it can definitely help you out. So what I was doing here for this team up, I was using this team up, and this team up I can still run it right now. It can auto the 10-1 sector for me. I am not gonna touch the phone, and it can auto this mission easily for me with about 25 to 40 seconds remaining, depending on the run automatically. And I don't have to look back to the dispatch missions, and I can farm the XP. Really easy. So if you guys are looking for a farm team, I think this is a fantastic team. One more team that you can actually try is actually Ghost Rider. So you could go for Ghost Rider. Maybe this one. I tried that, I could not clear it, and I think the main reason was that my Ghost Rider does not have bonus blessings, and also I do not have that much PS on cards. I only have 2%. So I guess if you have a very average account, if you don't have a lot of peers, if you don't have stacked build, going for Loki is Loki. Going for Loki is gonna be your best deal, and he's gonna be amazing. Although for some people might be thinking, no, not everyone has Loki raised up, and of course, Rage is gonna help a lot. CTPs are gonna play a different and amazing role on this part. Now, why to actually use this team up is actually the White Fox. The White Fox buff is not applying any of it, not even this one on, and not even the uniform passive. It only applies to hero allies and leadership. By the way, Loki with this does not have the leadership, or he's not a hero. So nothing is applying. Basically, the buff is only applying, and the buff is actually boosting the all defense down from tier 3 skill and the all defense down from the 5th skill. Plus, got insight on the well in the White Fox as well. So yeah, there are reasons to use White Fox. Even if you don't have the White Fox newest uniform, you can still use the old uniform. I think it will perform same, a bit less of course, because you will not have this one, and it will not apply the juicy all defense down from the 4th skill. Sometime it does help 70%. It gets boosted up I think to 93, 96, I guess, if I remember correctly. Maybe I think it's about 104, maybe around that, with whatever 40% is the buff is. And Valkyrie helps doing 50% more damage, plus has 30% ignore dodge, which helps a lot. And she also is built on my account, raised up, helps a lot, is a good character as well. And Loki on the tier 3 skill has ignore dodge, so it's an all-around great team. You can use that, although you might have some issue with this team because this team on my account will not clear 10-5. So what team I actually used to clear 10-5? So if you guys remember on the post that I posted, I did use this team up for the 10th 5. White Fox lead, Cable and Loki. That was my team that I used to clear that 10th 5 mission. And again, I played Loki for sure. So it cleared easy for me. You can try this team up as well on 10-5. I'm not gonna show you the run again because I've already showed you in the previous video, and the video will be actually too long as well. Anyways, and the other uniform options or the other team up options that you should be looking if you don't have any of these characters, because I could have switched that team up. Cable did nothing for me. I think that team up can be better if I go with my null. The reason, my null might not have all defense down, and I'm not sure if these chain hits and stuff or anything like that they get buffed or not, because they're not really actually buffs that you get. It's just the stats that you have. So I think he will perform better because I have a rage on him. And Cable with CDP energy, there's no point playing him. You can also try Deadpool, but Deadpool can give issues with the all defense down, because if he does the 5th, awesome. If he does the 4, is good. There's no worries because Loki has 40%. But if he goes through these, you can still use that. So, but Deadpool might not do amazing damage. Same thing with Deadpool. Only gonna be all defense down character. Even with the CDP of energy, he does next to no damage with those mobs. So you can use whatever the best character you have on your account. Loki is the first choice that I would make if you don't have if you have very less spears. You can also try Moonstone, but you will have to play Moonstone manually at some point if you do that. The reason, because simply the CDP that you have on her, because she will not do any damage, and we know her damage drops a lot. If you don't use the 5 cancel 6 cancel 3 combo, you're gonna miss a lot from Moonstone. So do not let her play. The AI should be the characters that I have raised. Judgment, you can try Judgment characters as well, or like me, if you wanna just test out characters even after CDP of energy. Because of Loki, because he can carry my account, I was able to blast through that 10-5, and you can see the crazy nuke damage later on as well. Other characters, Sentry and other characters also look really good. But again, I think it all comes down to what you have in your mind, what you have on your characters. You will have to use good tier 3 characters, good awakened skill character. You can use Gambit. I think using Gambit instead of Cable might be a better idea. But again, same thing can happen if Gambit doesn't get the proc on the tier 3 6 skill or the 5th skill. You are screwed because the damage on the other skill is just shit, right? So you can use any character that you want. Loki, my personal suggestion. Secondly, I could go for Valkyrie, because If you have Loki or if you have any other character, Valkyrie can do great amount of damage. Plus, it can also boost your damage of other characters and give you a really good boost for that passive 50% more damage to villains as well as 30% ignore dodge. So that does help a lot. Now, really quickly, going for how you should be dispatching, okay? So, there's not really a perfect team for dispatch. It's all about what works for you for those. That is the team for me, White Fox and Valkyrie and Loki. So, you can actually make your own teams as well. Other things are really nice. Anyways, a few things that to note about dispatch characters, because every single time you clear a stage, you open a slot, and if you open them, you can have all those characters filled up in those slots. So basically, all these characters, what exactly that does give you? It gives you more chance to get your rewards. Well, basically more gold, and then after the gold, I think it all depends on your acquired time and stuff like that to get more rewards on this one. Right. So, how you should be exactly dispatching the characters to get the most out of your roster and also get these combat power growth grade level ups as well, because you need the more bonuses, because you can see I'm gonna get 30% more bonuses and 30% more rewards from this chest when I open the 10 chest, compared to someone which I will only get 20% because of the 3 level 3 growth grade. So of course I'm gonna get more gold on this one. I'm gonna get some more rewards as well. How exactly do that? So you will see each of these missions have these requirements, right? So I don't have to actually do that. You can always click this thing. Okay, what is this? Sorry, you can always click this thing, the what is that, the magnifying glass, the search bar, and you can see all the requirements of the stage. Another way to actually do that is just long press on that one. You can see it's universal female energy projection character that you need, but you can see those characters needs or those characters requirement can get crazy, because after you can see, so there are three kind of requirements. Basically, it can be type requirements, or they can be ability requirement like healing. We got the shield as well, or they will be type requirement as well as female supervillain, or something like that. X-Men, mutant. So what you should be doing now? So you should be dispatching. So just suppose you just started dispatch missions. Go complete the 5 stages, dispatch your characters, whichever you want. Complete the 5 stages, dispatch. Complete, dispatch, complete, dispatch, 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 dispatch. Now, dispatch, dispatch, dispatch. Say I got stuck on the 10th stage. I'm not able to finish any of these stages. So if I cannot finish any of these stages, I'm only gonna have the first one unlocked, right? If I only complete the 10 one. And say if I am not able to finish any of that. If I don't, my characters that are available here are only gonna be available to clear up to stage 9, and I cannot put more characters on stage 10. Yes, I am gonna be filling out all those 15 slots on each sector from the ascending order, of course, from the bottom to top. Now, say on my account, I was able to complete 10-5 and finish the all the sectors as I did, and now I need to decide how to dispatch characters, and I'm not having characters to dispatch here because of the reason that the requirements are just too much. There are only a few characters that can match that, because Captain Marvel is the only character, and Quasar. So basically, Quasar and Captain Marvel are the only characters that can be used here. Maybe there will be some other characters as well that have been already dispatched, but the requirement gets crazy. Similarly, for this one, for the Mutant, Blast, and Hero, there are not really crazy tunes. Of course, there are. You can use Gambit, you can use these characters as well. So you can search these characters. You can just tap on those, and then it will blur out all of the other characters, and you will be able to see the characters that you can really use for these slots. Definitely, it's actually really helpful. Now, what you should be doing is, after you have completed the 10-5, go to the dispatch 1 and remove all your characters. Remove all your characters from all of those missions. Go far. I'm not gonna remove it right now because I'll have to put them again. So I'm just showing you guys right now. So remove all of them up until the sector that you have not completed. Then start from the bottom. Say I am at sector 10. I just completed my whole list, and now I need to push characters. So I will go here. I will start with these characters. I'll put Captain Marvel. I'll start with this. I will put him. I will start with Phoenix Force. I will put him. So for this one, I'm gonna put Gambit because I need to use for Phoenix Force. I can use Kid Omega as well, and fill up these requirement first. The reason to fill up these requirement first and not on the other sectors, because the other sectors requirement as you go down are only, you can see two requirement. Then on the higher sector, like I think stage 9 also does not have that, but this gets harder to fill, more characters to fill, and you might not be able to use the characters on the dispatch if you don't have the on the other slots, if you already have used them. So basically use your characters to fill these bottom slots first on each slot. So say if I filled these slots first, then after these 6 slots, I'm gonna go back to the sector 9. I'm gonna fill these slots. Then I'm gonna go back to sector 7. I'm gonna fill these slots. Then I'm gonna go back to sector 6. I'm gonna fill these slots. So fill these slots and then move up. Then move up and then put your characters, and it's gonna take some time, a little bit time. Take that time to put up characters and make the most out of your growth grade as well. I like to go for at least 3 or 4 on every single of those, and it will actually help you out a lot, gaining more rewards in that, and it actually will help you long term because you don't have to change that. For sure. Of course, later you can change that if new characters come to the game. If you want to make some change, if it gives you more growth grade, so you can earn rewards. The rewards are really good. You must have seen people getting premium cards and CDPs from this one. I know this video has been a bit, I would say, longer than expected, but there are a lot to cover in dispatch mission, and I think it's worth to spend the time to understand everything. It's worth the time to understand the team stuff and stuff like that. So definitely, this is the best team that worked for me, and I think this should work for you as well. Really good team. I can auto this and farm XP. You can complete 10-5 with your best characters. Not this one. I cannot do this with this one. So I think you can use the same team up that I use with the White Fox lead and then Cable and then Loki, or you can also go for Ghost Rider and Loki, or Cable or Loki, or Cable or Null, or whatever your best character is. This team worked for me. I completed 10-5 with this one. This team is best for me that I'm using for the 10-5 auto farming that I'm doing right now. So I hope this guide slash the lecture point helped you guys deciding some things for these dispatch missions, and hopefully you will be able to spread out your roster for this one and don't make the mistake that I did. And the similar thing you have to do: start from the descending order, start from the worst, or start from the toughest, or I should say that these 3 requirements, and then move forward. You can always dispatch and then come back to it. You're not gonna lose any damage. It just resets the timer for those missions. It does not really matter if you are only spending like 10 minutes dispatching all of your characters. So I think it's definitely worth it, guys. Do play dispatch missions. Really good way to farm gold and other materials as well. Plus you can also get premium cards and premium CDPs from these dispatch missions, which is awesome and great place to farm stuff for free once you have completed that. Hopefully this video was helpful, and if you did like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and of course don't forget to follow me on Twitch as well. We do those daily live streams and it's really fun for more content. And yeah, let me know in the comment section what you think about the video. Sorry about the long ass video, but in my bot voice, as always, if you like the content, I hope to see you again. Take care. I'll see you all in the next one. Stay safe. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.